Hey everybody! So lately I've been getting a lot more questions on videos that I posted a long time ago about Jasper's chop mix that I feed him. So a raw chop mix video that I did and one that you could freeze as well. And in the past couple of weeks I want to give a shout out to Schmokes asking a lot of questions as well. So I'm doing this video especially for you and for anybody who is just looking for an up-to-date video on what I'm currently feeding Jasper. So I'll walk you through what I'm making for him for this week. I meal prep for him every Sunday and it lasts for the week. And I just want to give you some extra tips on how I do it quickly. So it really only takes me about 20 minutes max, and he's got his breakfast and dinner made for the week, which is super convenient. So I will show you what I'm making him this week. Okay, welcome to my kitchen that looks like an absolute disaster, but it is meal prep day, so that's what it is. So what I do is I put a bunch of containers out that I'm going to put Jasper's food in. I always separate them instead of mixing them. I just find it keeps the food fresh. It's entirely up to you. I have a bowl for rinsing all of the food. My food processor is ready to go. And then these are the breakfast ingredients. So what I do, I actually write out a meal plan for him every week. So for breakfast this week, he's getting some kale, celery. He does not like endives. I'm going to try them again anyway. I have some peppers for him. And as far as his fruit goes, I do that in the morning. So he'll get passion fruit, as you can see, and kiwi. Peas are just frozen peas, so they're already thawing in the fridge. So that's what he's getting for breakfast. And before I start, I want to show you guys this list. So I will write it out and put it in the description of the video. It's basically, categorized, as you can see, veggies, fruit, grains, etc. By the way, Jasper joined me. He came out from his shower. It's categorized, so it's what I can get in season right now, or obviously some things that are frozen. So every weekend when I'm doing my groceries, I pick a few things from this list. At least one grain. Sprouts are always they're always given, and then the veggies and the fruit I mix up. So it just gives him a variety. It takes me not even 5 minutes to plan what he's going to eat, and it's so much easier. So I highly recommend taking a look at this list. Also other things that you can possibly add as well, depending on where you live, and it'll save you a lot of time. I want to talk about kale for a second. So if your parrot, like Jasper, hates his greens, this might help you. So what I do is I put it in the food processor and I blend it until it's as fine as possible. And then in the morning when I make his breakfast up, I turn it into like a salad. So I'll show at the end of the video how I, present his breakfast and dinner and what other things I add. So if you have a parrot that's particularly picky when it comes to greens, try this. It works for Jasper. Alright, so the cooked part of Jasper's dinner this week, I'm steaming sweet potatoes just for about 3 minutes, and I'm also cooking lentils for him, red lentils. Both of these freeze really well actually, so if I make up too much, I just freeze what's left over and thaw it out for the next week. Okay, you might be wondering what I do with the sweet potatoes, so I actually just put them in the food processor and blend them up to fine pieces. Sometimes it's impossible to meal prep because he sees what I'm making and he really wants it. He's looking at coconut. So this I had already chopped up a while ago and put in the freezer. So as part of his dinner, as you can see, that is his fruit with dinner. It's easy because it's already made up. So I'm going to give him a piece before he goes crazy because he can't wait any longer. So here's what Jasper's dinner looks like once I've put it all together. The only thing that I add extra that I didn't talk about before was some red palm oil. So I just add a pea-sized amount on top of the food, and that's what he gets this week for dinner. So this is what Jasper's breakfast looks like. And I mentioned earlier he doesn't like kale, so I've put passion fruit and cut up kiwi, and then I also will sprinkle half a teaspoon of hemp hearts. I'm going to mix this up really well and add it to his breakfast. It looks like this when it's all mixed. It's kind of like a little birdie fruit salad. So hopefully this tip will help you if your bird doesn't like greens. Alright, I hope this video was helpful and hopefully you got some tips for meal prepping for your parrots. And as always, if you have questions, leave them in the comments. And if you have a video request, you can send those in as well. Can be anything from training to cage setup, food, anything like that. See you in my next video. Bye.